My sister accused me of cheating and demanded a paternity test for my son. When she got pregnant, I suggested the same. My sister Melissa and I were never close, but things got really bad after my son was born 3 years ago. My wife Hannah and I had been trying for a baby for 2 years when we finally got pregnant. We were thrilled. Then, at a family dinner when Hannah was 7 months along, Melissa made a comment about how my son looked nothing like me in the ultrasound photos. I laughed it off, thinking she was joking. She wasn't. Over the next few months, Melissa kept making comments. She'd say things like, "Are you sure he's yours?" Or, "Hannah seems like the type who'd keep secrets." My wife was hurt. I told Melissa to stop. She didn't. When my son was born, Melissa pulled me aside at the hospital and told me I should get a paternity test. She said she was just looking out for me. I told her she was being ridiculous. At my son's first birthday party, Melissa brought it up again in front of the whole family. She said, "I still think you should get that paternity test." My wife started crying. I kicked Melissa out. My parents tried to smooth things over. I told them if Melissa couldn't respect my family, she wasn't welcome. We didn't speak for 2 years. Then last month, my mom called. She said Melissa was pregnant and wanted to reconnect. She said Melissa realized she'd been wrong. I was skeptical, but agreed to meet her. Melissa came to my house. She apologized, said she'd been jealous because she wanted kids, and I had one first. I accepted her apology but told her it would take time to rebuild trust. A few weeks later, my mom asked if I'd come to Melissa's doctor's appointment for support. I said no. My mom said I was being petty. Then, at a family dinner, Melissa announced she was having a boy. Everyone congratulated her. I smiled and said, "That's great. Are you going to get a paternity test?" The table went silent. Melissa stared at me. She asked what I meant. I said, "Well, you spent 2 years insisting I get one. Seems only fair you do the same." Melissa's face turned red. She said that was different. I asked how. She said she knew who the father was. I said, "So did I. But that didn't stop you from accusing my wife of cheating." My mom said I was being cruel. I said I was being exactly as concerned as Melissa had been. Melissa started crying. My dad told me to drop it. I said I would when Melissa took a paternity test. Melissa left. She called me later screaming. She said I embarrassed her. I said she'd done the same to me and Hannah. She said she'd apologized. I said an apology doesn't erase what she did. My parents said I needed to apologize to Melissa. I said no. I said Melissa spent years planting doubt in my marriage, and now she was upset I did the same. They said it wasn't the same because Melissa's baby actually was her fiance's. I said my son was actually mine too. A week later, Melissa showed up at my house. She'd taken a paternity test. She shoved the results in my face and said, "Are you happy now?" I looked at the paper. It confirmed her fiancé was the father. I handed it back and said, "Good. Now you know how insulting it feels to be asked to prove something that should have been trusted." She asked if we were done. I said we were done when she genuinely understood what she put my wife through. Melissa hasn't spoken to me since. My parents think I took it too far. My wife said I did exactly what needed to be done. Last week, Melissa had her baby. My mom sent me a photo. I didn't respond. My sister accused me of cheating and demanded a paternity test for my son. When she got pregnant, I suggested the same. And she finally understood what it felt like.